These are my top 10 tips of living with haemophilia. First of all, it's important to take your medication. It prevents you from having bleeds internally, because obviously we don't want that. It's painful. We need to take paracetamol. It's just not nice. I'd rather not be in pain, thank you. So take your medication, okay? Research your condition. It's so empowering once you actually know how it works and what your medication does, because when you go into a consultation with your doctor, you're more informed, and that's something that's really empowering for me anyway, as a haemophiliac, that's really empowering. And also it helps when you share stories about having haemophilia and people ask you silly questions like, so, can you die via paper cut? No. Something else I recommend is getting involved with charities. Take Haemophilia Scotland and the Haemophilia Society, for example. These are two charities that provide so many services for their users. Another great thing about going to charities is you can actually meet other families that have the same condition, whether it be haemophilia, von Willebrand's disease, haemophilia B, you know? It cascades to the whole bleeding disorder community. And one of the great things about that, which is another tip, is share your experiences, you know? If you are a mother with a newborn baby, you can be like, oh well, do you know what, I bought this crib which did wonders for my child's neck, preventing any bleeds happening in there. It's always great sharing your own experiences, because if you have made a mistake, it could prevent someone else from making that same mistake. Also, when you share your experiences, people tend to share theirs as well, and it actually makes the experience of having haemophilia, or any blood clotting disorder in general, less lonely, because you have the same struggles and the same woes as someone else. I, for one, love to travel, and every time I do, I always get in touch with my treatment centre just to say, hey, by the way, I'm planning on going to somewhere in Europe or somewhere in America. And they're like, okay, well, let's just create a little treatment plan just in case anything happens or flight gets delayed, take some extra medication. So always consult with your treatment centre if you're thinking about going away on holiday, just so they know as well. Another thing that not a lot of people know, which I think is amazing, you can head on to the World Federation of Haemophilia website and just, like in my link in the bio, you just type in where you're going and it'll tell you the nearest treatment centre, which is a really handy thing if anything were to happen. Fingers crossed it doesn't. If you're ever worrying where to start about getting fit, get in touch with your treatment centre, because they can help provide a plan for you to start working out and to ease your body into it. Once you have this plan, explore what your body can do. You'd be amazed. You might think, oh well, maybe I can't walk more than 10 minutes without my ankles starting to get really sore. But maybe you could walk for half an hour before your ankle starts to get sore. Test the waters and see what your body is capable of. And a really important thing when you do that is knowing when it's time to rest. So again, if you were to have just walked for 20 minutes and your ankle is fine, that might be time to call it, because if it's more than what you usually do, then take the time to rest, see how your ankle feels. If it feels fine, we know we can do 20 minutes. If not, that's fine, we'll get there. Knowing when to rest is when your body feels tired, it feels fatigued. There might be an ache or pain, but it's a bit more than just like a sort of general like, oh, I've just walked into a door, now my hip hurts. It could be more of a, oh, well, you know what, I've been standing all day and my hip, my knee, and actually my ankle, to be honest, are all feeling a little bit tender. Do you know what? I'm just going to sit down for the rest of the night. Thank you so much for joining me this episode. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and join me on my bleeding journey. And down below, there are other videos. Check them out. Down there is Diaries of a Haemophiliac. It's the playlist, and here's just, I don't know,